Guards, are you on your oath here today?
Sorry?
Are you on your oath here today?
We only have assistant sheriff.
Yeah, but are you on your oath here today?
Garda oath.
Are you on your Garda oath here today?
I've no comment to make to
Okay, well, it's on YouTube anyway, so the Gardaí aren't even on their oath.
Do you know your oath?
Go and have a look. Yeah, have a look.
Have you identification? No, I don't have identification.
Well, then sure, we don't know who you are. That's a piece of
There's the
paper.
warrant signed by the county registrar.
Yeah, but who are you?
County Sheriff Pat Dunn is my name.
Right.
Mr. Welston knows me here.
Yeah, but are you the sheriff or not the sheriff?
I'm here representing the sheriff.
Representing the
Yeah,
sheriff.
but we rang your office yesterday and you told us outright you were the sheriff. Why is the sheriff not here?
You didn't speak to me yesterday. Tell you the truth. You
No, we
didn't
rang
speak to
your
anyone else
office.
yesterday.
We rang your office and they're all saying you're the sheriff and you're not the sheriff.
I am the sheriff, yes.
You're not the sheriff.
You just said
You just said you're deputy sheriff.
I'm
Now,
not
are you the
the
sheriff?
sheriff.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. Are you the
Always do.
sheriff or not the sheriff?
Look, I've no further comment to make.
Then,
because I
okay,
don't
but then
even know
sure,
who I'm
go on about
speaking
your business then, because you've no business
to.
here.
I'm here on the authority of the courts to execute a warrant.
Yeah, that's right. And we haven't seen the warrant, nor have we seen the court orders yet. And we ask you who you are. Right, and you said you're assistant
That's-
sheriff.
that's
Why is
the
the
court
sheriff
order.
not here today?
That's the court order.
Who signed it?
What's the proof
Who
of your
signed it?
identification?
Patterson.
Where is it?
The sheriff has signed it. But that's the sheriff.
That's the warrant, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the sheriff.
Yeah.
The sheriff is signing his own orders.
I'm sorry. Mr. Welston has gone through the courts.
I understand that.
He's appealed this.
I understand. We
high
know
up and low
that.
down, right up to the High
Yes.
Court, and our instructions is to execute the warrant.
Exactly. But I'm saying to you is your warrant is signed
Who am I
by the
speaking?
sheriff.
Who am I
Ben
s-
Gilroy is my name.
Yes.
You're-
And who are you representing?
I'm representing Defend Our Homes League here today.
Yeah.
Right? Now what
Okay.
I'm saying to you is that order is signed by the sheriff.
Yeah.
Right. So he's making his own orders as a private company to come and take
No.
homes.
Look at. This is
I'm getting paid
fully
for it.
legal. Okay.
Not
It's
lawful,
what?
love.
If you want to go to the courts and contest the order, you're more than free to do
Well,
it.
hold on, but sure, the registrar is the guy up on the bench where they're doing the orders and he's signing his own orders and coming as sheriff then to inflict them.
Yeah.
You think that's legal?
This order has been through the court.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But the person who gives the order is the registrar, right?
Yes, that's right,
Okay.
yes, in some
he has
cases,
jurisdiction,
in some
yes,
cases.
except Dublin
Yeah.
and Cork, that's right. But in
In
Laois
some
it is.
cases.
Yes.
No, it's not always in Laois.
No, we're talking about the registrar in Laois. He's
Yes.
the same, he's the sheriff and the registrar.
The sheriff, county registrar, exactly.
Yes,
That's
so
his
that's my
title.
point.
He's
right.
the sheriff,
so
county
that's not
registrar.
lawful. He sits up on
Yeah.
the bench
Well, that's
with
it.
his registrar's hat on, makes an order,
Yeah.
steps down, puts on his sheriff's
Well,
hat,
if
and
you-
now makes money out of inflicting these orders on
What do you
people.
mean makes money?
He's making money as registrar or as the sheriff.
He's employed as county registrar sheriff.
I understand. I've
As
no
over
problem.
a
I
week's
have no.
wages.
I understand. I've no problem with a week's wages
Yeah.
as registrar.
Yes.
My problem is when he gives an order, he steps down off the bench and
Well-
is a private company then acting as sheriff.
If you have a problem with that,
We have a huge problem with that
Well,
because it's not lawful, and
take-
we're asking the Gardaí
take
to
it up.
uphold the law
take it
today.
up with the courts. No point in taking it up with me.
But the point is, when I'm saying to you about the sheriff's office, when I go to the courts, the sheriff then puts on his court hat. That's totally
that's-
illegal, and there's no separation of powers there.
But if it was illegal, why has it been going on for generations?
Because
That's
it
what
hasn't been going on here. It hasn't. I tell you,
Oh, yes,
okay,
it
I'll
has.
tell you why. Because now the people have educated themselves, and they're not people with pitchforks anymore.
right, yeah.
They're educated
Yeah.
people to stand
This
up
is it,
to
yeah.
the likes of
But
you
you're-
coming doing these orders.
Mr.
And we're
Miss-
asking the
Miss-
Gardaí today
Mr.
now to
Wellsted-
uphold the law.
Mr. Wellsted went into the courts and appealed it on various
And
grounds.
what business of that is yours? Like what I'm saying to
He's
you is
done.
you're a private company.
I'm not a private
You
company.
are. Who are you then?
I'm here from the sheriff's
And
department.
who pays your wages?
The sheriff, the
Yes.
civil service.
Yes,
private.
exactly. They're a private company though. They act on commission.
We're not a private.
They act on commission.
Who does?
Do they act on commission or not? The Sheriff's Department.
I get absolutely nothing whatsoever for this today, other than my week's wages, which I will get on Friday.
And it's a proud week's wages to get. Come
Well,
and take
I
Irish
have
family
no-
homes off
Look,
people.
I'm sorry, I don't take any pleasure out of this no more than anyone else.
Right.
I have
Well,
to say,
look,
and
all
doing
I'm
this-
saying to you is,
I've
we're-
been doing this job for almost 31 years.
Right.
Tell you the truth. And my work has never been questioned.
Right,
And
well,
I've never
Well, it's about time it has been.
I've always
of
dealt
people
with
question
questions
it here today.
I've always
Yeah.
dealt with people in as much a business-like fashion as I
right.
could.
Well,
And
then
Mr.
let me
Wellsted
ask you
knows that
then.
as
Right, well, when you have that sort of fairness then, do you
Yeah.
think it's fair that the registrar, right, makes an order to repossess a house and steps down and puts his sheriff's hat on
What the
and comes
registrar
in?
does is way above me, to be honest with you. I'm
That's not
sorry
the
to
question
say.
I'm asking you.
But you're,
I'm not
but you're
asking
here
you
on
that
behalf of him
question.
Well,
today.
I'm not going to
I'm
comment
asking
whether
you-
it's fair or unfair. It's not my job to comment
Well,
whether it's fair
is it
or unfair.
lawful then?
Well, it obviously is lawful.
Why? Obvious to whom? I mean, to most people it's not obvious.
It's obvious that the courts say it's fair.
But he is the courts.
He is the court.
That's like asking me, is it fair that we don't let you in here today?
sure,
Of course that's fair.
Look, would you keep going around that circle forever?
I'm asking
so
you a question though, and I keep asking you the same question.
Yeah.
The registrar gives the order,
Yes.
then he puts on his sheriff's hat and tells you go and repossess the
Yeah,
home.
exactly,
And
yeah.
you think that's fair.
That's right,
And
yeah.
lawful.
Yeah.
No, well I'm telling you it's not. And I'm asking the Gardaí today to uphold common law, which they're sworn to do. And this is not
Yeah.
common law. Now also under the Constitution, a man's house is inviolable under the Constitution except as to law. What law did this man break?
I'm not saying he broke any law.
Right, but then why are we here?
He broke no law.
The Gardaí should represent the
I'll tell you
Constitution.
why you're here, because he got a mortgage which hasn't been paid.
Yeah, but the bank got paid for it though.
No, the bank's
The
not-
bank got
Securitization.
the bank got paid for it.
If they did, I wouldn't be here.
Now look,
Answer that question.
hold on a second. What I'm saying to you today is, under the Constitution, Section 40, Section 5, subsection 5, a man's house is unviable under the Constitution except as to the law. We're all law-abiding people. And what I'm saying to you is, respect the law, and the Gardaí should respect the law as well. The common law, which they were sworn to uphold. And the man has not broken any law, so his home is unviable.
Well, why am I here? I don't know why I'm standing here today.
Yeah,
but-
neither do we.
We're saying the same
That's
thing.
all the case.
But the court judgment is signed by your boss, the sheriff.
Well, I mean, if everything you say,
It's true. What's your
which is true.
Will I show you the Constitution?
I don't see the Constitution. I'm not a solicitor.
You don't need to be a solicitor to see the
but
Constitution.
I don't want to see the Constitution.
Well, the
I mean,
guard will
if
tell you what the Constitution is, I'm sure.
You've got sufficient time to go back into the courts with the Constitution.
We'll be going back into the court, but
Well,
what
why
I'm
haven't
saying
you
to
done it before
because
today?
there's a challenge before the courts, and we're asking you to hold on until such a time as that's heard.
Yeah, but sure, Mr. Wilson got a stay of
Signed
execution.
by your boss.
No,
Yeah.
he didn't.
No,
he
but
went
your
to the high,
stay.
he
Yes,
went to the
I
High Court and
understand
got
that.
a stay of execution,
That's right.
which no longer stands.
Yes, I understand that.
Yes,
But the
yeah.
judge at the time
Yeah.
was not aware that there's a constitutional
Yeah.
challenge being made as to the power of the registrar.
Yeah.
A registrar has only got the jurisdiction of something like 36,000 in the circuit court, am I right? Are you telling me this
Yeah.
house is worth 36,000 or he hasn't
I'm
stepped
not-
out of jurisdiction?
I'm not going to
Right,
put a value on the
of
house
course.
at all.
Yeah, well, he
Yeah.
stepped out of
This is
jurisdiction.
it,
I can
yeah.
tell you it's more than
Yeah.
36,000.
Well, obviously the order was fully okay.
obvious
when,
to who?
when the High Court dealt with it.
But that doesn't matter. What I'm saying to you is the High Court is not above the Constitution in this country, nor is it above common law. They're commercial courts,
accept
and they've
what
no
you're saying.
jurisdiction here.
This is it, yeah.
Right, well then,
Well, look, guys,
This is
obviously
the law of the land. It's not
obviously,
operating under the laws of the
we're
sea.
not going to do one today because obviously you're preventing us from doing anything.
we're not preventing. I'm only asking you to go and check the Constitution and find out where the referendum took place that says a man's house is now viable when he doesn't break the law. I understand
my
if a man
job to check.
if a man commits murder out there and runs into a home, I agree the Gardaí can go into the house because that house is viable. You can go into it because he has broken the law. But that's the only case under our Constitution where a man's home is viable.
Well,
And that's the I didn't make it up. I mean, go home and read it and tell me I'm
this is
wrong.
it. Well, I'm not making up either, to tell you the truth. But I mean, why am I getting warrants for possession of property?
You should be
every
questioning
other-
it. We're
every
here
other day?
questioning
Why
it.
should
I'll
I
tell you why.
why should I question a judge of the High Court who is way above
But
me?
he didn't give the order.
There you
He
go.
didn't give the order. Your order was signed by your boss, the
Nazi
sheriff.
Germany made the same
He put a stay on the order.
Yes,
Judgment on
but
the
your
order.
order
his-
here, I understand that, but
Yeah.
your order is signed by your boss, the sheriff.
Okay.
Right?
that's
The role
fine,
of
yeah.
the sheriff was to protect people, you know.
Yeah.
And it's so antiquated and ancient that you're coming and enforcing these laws.
Mm-hmm.
Now, our new laws, the Constitution, are well after the Shire Reef laws came.
Mm-hmm.
And the Gardaí are here today under common law, which they're sworn to uphold. And that's the
Gardaí-
Constitution.
The Gardaí are here today
I have great respect
for
for
my
the Gardaí.
protection.
Why do you need to be protected? There's
That's why they're here.
Why would anybody be attacking
your
you?
arm
Sure,
away.
there's nobody attacking you, is there? You're making it out like you need protection.
It has happened.
I understand.
It has happened.
Well, look, there's nobody here to
And
change
it's always the case.
I understand
And that's the reason why the Gardaí. So
I understand.
You needn't be trying to drag these people into it.
You brought them.
You brought them. You brought them.
No,
Let's
but
not-
you're
now let's not put-
using
let's not-
every little twist and angle
Hold on,
to benefit yourselves
Okay,
here.
but let me.
That's what you're doing.
Okay, give me a chance of it. I have no axe to grind with the Gardaí. I think they do a terrific job
Yes.
when they uphold common law, which their oath is to do, and that's all I'm asking them to do. don't pretend I'm against Gardaí. I'm not.
I
I have
never said
never
you
been
were,
in
yeah.
trouble with Gardaí before in my life.
Yeah, I never
So
said you
I
were,
don't
yeah.
have any trouble with the Gardaí. I respect them. But all I'm saying is that they also must respect the constitution and the laws of this land. You're coming with old Shire Reef laws from the UK, which we quicked out of here years ago.
Right.
Right, and that's all I'm saying to you. Now you're also saying, why should you question the order
why
given?
haven't you dealt with all this stuff long before now?
Because Lee only got in touch with me and I only knew he was getting repossessed, so we intend bringing cases back before the court.
But Lee has gone to the
I
courts
understand
himself
that.
and appealed all these things.
Yeah, but Lee
And
wasn't
looked for stays and
educated about it.
everything.
Yeah, he wasn't educated about it, so we're educating him.
Well,
And that's
fair
all
enough,
we're
yeah.
asking
This
you
is it,
to
yeah.
respect the Constitution.
This is it, yeah.
You're not above the Constitution, you will agree with that?
Oh, yeah.
Well then
I do
have a
believe
look
that,
at
yeah.
Section 40 and
This
come
is it,
back,
yeah.
and if you think we're telling
Well,
untruths,
it's
that's
not,
fair
it's
enough.
not up to me to deal with them matters, to be honest with you.
You're going
know.
to break the
I'm
Constitution
not
because
breaking-
you're told.
I'm not breaking anything.
I was just following orders.
The
not breaking
Constitution.
Can you go and check that
Would you
out?
go and check it out and just
I'm
see if
not
I'm
going
right?
to check the Constitution whatsoever. No, it's nothing to do with me.
Constitution.
Has everything to do with you.
It's nothing to do with me. I've been sent here by the sheriff to execute a warrant.
So the Sheriff's Department is above the Constitution.
Well, he's got the order. It's been appealed.
No, that's not the question I asked. I said, is he
I'm-
above the Constitution?
I'm not saying he's above the Constitution.
But
what
it
I'm
doesn't
saying,
appeal to you at
Mr.
all.
Wellstead has appealed this order,
Yeah.
and he's gone to the High Court,
That's fine.
and yet the order still stands.
That's right, but it's in
Okay.
conflict with the Constitution.
Yeah, so
So
why,
we'll need to
why
bring a
is-
case. We
why-
have a case before the courts coming in April.
Why didn't the High Court say, well, I'm sorry, the county registrar couldn't
Because
give this
they're a
order before it's going
commercial
off?
court for making money. That's why. They're a commercial court. That's why when the
Yeah, if you
Gardaí
see it
act
that
as
way, yeah.
policy enforcer, that's where
see
we
it that
get
way,
the
yeah.
word police enforcer. It's not a matter of seeing it that way.
Well, it seems that's
It
the way-
wasn't the common law court, was it?
This is it, yeah.
It wasn't the common law court.
Well, no, it wasn't the common law
No,
court.
well then
no.
it's a commercial court,
Yeah, this
right?
is it, yeah, of course,
Okay.
yeah. This is
So,
it, yeah.
and that's what I'm
This is
saying.
it, yeah.
So that is not under the Constitution. We here represent the Constitution of
Right,
Ireland,
yeah,
and that's all we're saying. We're not here threatening anybody. You never
Yeah, but
threatened.
obviously you're not going to allow me in to
We're only asking you if the
carry out my
rights to come
duties.
up. Who owns Ulster Bank?
I don't know who owns Ulster Bank.
Majesty's
Nor care
Treasury.
who owns Ulster Bank.
Well, Her Majesty's
Royal
Treasury
Bank-
do.
the
You're
Royal
here doing
Bank
our-
of Scotland.
But you're here doing our work against our
That's
Constitution.
fair, that's fair enough.
Absolutely.
That's fair enough.
International
But
treaty there.
did Lee ask that when he was borrowing the money?
No, he
Who
didn't
owned
because he
it?
wasn't educated. But
What?
we're
He
educating
wasn't
him.
told.
He wasn't educated, no.
No.
This is it,
know
yeah.
Yeah, this is- but you're not very educated yourself. You told me you didn't know the section, and you're the one enforcing it
For the last 31 years.
for the last 30
And the
years.
Constitution, you don't need to know the Constitution.
Yeah, but look,
It's been wrong for 31 years.
I deal with people every other day.
Look, you seem like a nice man
And
to me.
all they're interested in when they want to buy a piece of property land is where they can get the money.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
And the
this
bank
is
But
it.
hold on a
Can't
second.
When they
Okay.
can't, when
But
they
when the
can't pay
banks,
it back, it's
okay,
a totally different
it
story
is.
with
I
them.
agree with you, right?
Yeah, that's
but
right,
when
yeah.
the banks got into trouble and broke the laws and looked for the money, the Irish people didn't go evicting them like they should have. They were made bail the people out,
that's
and that's
it.
another injunction
Yes.
we're bringing.
Of course, yes,
yeah.
this is
So
it,
that's
yeah.
the point,
Yeah.
right? And can you prove to us today that the taxpayers' money who bailed out the bondholders are not some of the bondholders in Ulster Bank?
No, I can't.
Why
no.
is that?
This is it.
Well, you see, that's the homework you should have done when you were claiming
it,
Lee
yeah.
wasn't educated.
This is
You
it.
should have
You're not
educated yourself.
educated.
I'm not claiming he's not
Yeah.
educated.
Look, you seem like a nice man. I don't want to get in an argument with you. All I'm asking you is respect the Constitution and common law in this land and go and just check. If you find you're right, come back.
The banks have also securitised this
All
mortgage.
right. Thanks very much, guards. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, guys.
It sounds like an argument.
Pat Dunn is his name. What? Pat Dunn is his name.